is up, guys? It's LogicLookss, and today, boys, we got a special video, man. In today's video, we are going to be going over my best snipes of 2K21. We're going to be going over all the best snipes that I ended up getting. Now, I didn't want to bring this out this early, but I feel like now is the right time. 2K is kind of coming down to a slow end, and to be honest, I want to go over my best snipes of this year one last time with you guys. So we're going to get into it. I'm going to be showing you guys my best snipes this year, the most profit I've made, the things I've gotten, the craziest snipes, the most rare snipes, all those sorts of things in today's video. So stay tuned. We're going to hop right into it. Let's go, down memory lane. Let's get into the video, man. So, boys, before we get into my snipes, I want you guys to let me know down below in the comment section right now what your best snipe of 2K21 has been and what your favorite snipe has been. It could be the same thing, but let me know what your best and your favorite snipe have been in 2K21, since 2K21 is kind of coming down to an end. I mean, we're in the last month now, so I thought it would be the perfect time to drop this video for you guys. So we're gonna get into the snipes. Before we do, man, over 50% of you guys are still not subscribed to the channel. So if you're new, you're enjoying the content, and you're excited for 2K22, man, hit that subscribe button. It is absolutely free and it can be undone at any time. And we're gonna get into some snipes. Let me show you guys what I ended up getting throughout the year and what some of my best moments have been. Boys, we are actually going to start off way back when basically pink diamonds first started coming out consistently. To be honest, this was probably around December time, if I'm not mistaken. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, actually, this was during my Snipe Miss series. If you guys don't know that series, man, one of my favorite series that I do all year round. We're probably going to bring it back next year, but with a little bit of a twist, making it even more exciting. But getting into the snipes, because I do want to show you guys everything that I had for this video. We actually have a total of, I believe, 9 or 10 snipes on the list that I need to get through. So we're gonna get into the first one. This was back in December, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. You guys could correct me on any of my dates or anything like that, because I could be wrong. This is just me going based off memory. But the very first snipe I ended up getting right here for this video was a pink diamond. Yes, a pink diamond Joel Embiid for 100,000 MT, which sounds crazy right now, but back then that card was very expensive. The card was going for like 400, 500k. So honestly, a nice little profit. I think I actually did end up selling it for like 350 to 400,000, somewhere in between that range. So a nice little profit of 300k on that pink diamond card. Could not go wrong with that at all. And to be honest, at that time, that was a lot of MT. Like, that was a lot of MT. So definitely a nice way to, kind of get this video started with an old pink diamond snipe. And it doesn't stop there, because the next pink diamond snipe right here is also probably one of my favorite snipes all year around, if I had to say, because this card right here, I wanted to snipe it so bad, and I believe I only spent like 20 minutes on the filter when I actually ended up getting this. And I did end up getting myself a pink diamond Derrick Rose for 100,000 MT. I know you guys remember that card. Ended up selling it for well over like 450,000. So definitely a big profit on that pink diamond D Rose. Could not go wrong with that at all. And to be honest, one of my favorite snipes all year round, because that card right there, I mean, everybody wanted him when he first came out. I feel like, at least in my opinion, I wanted him, and I ended up getting him. So I was definitely happy about that, in a nice way to, kind of start off the video. So, boys, I did only decide to go with 2 pink diamonds for today's video. I probably have a ton of other pink diamonds that I could have included. If you guys want me to make a longer video like this, just let me know, and I could definitely go more in depth into my snipes. Maybe do like a whole compilation of 100+ snipes. You guys just let me know, and we can definitely make that happen. But the next one right here is actually the first Opal snap I ended up getting. Now, I don't know if it was this exact T-Mac, but I kind of did spoil it. It was an Opal T-Mac for 100k. I'm gonna throw it up on the screen so you guys can see the clip. Now, obviously, I don't know if it was this exact T-Mac that was my first Opal snipe. Well, I mean, obviously it wasn't my first Opal snipe, but my first crazy Opal snipe, I would have to say, was a T-Mac. And to be honest, I don't know if it was this exact T-Mac, but regardless, T-Mac for 100k, ended up selling it for 400,000+ MT, which was just ridiculous at that point. I mean, T-Mac is obviously one of the most sought after cards every single year. If you guys think back on it, even last year, bro, the pink diamond T-Mac when he first came out was very expensive. Then the Opal one was even more expensive. So you guys just know that prices of cards such as T-Mac always are very high in the beginning of the year. And to be honest, I was ecstatic to get that snipe right there. T-Mac, ended up selling him. I was not going to keep him. I was playing the long game, I'm not going to lie. I didn't really keep any of my early on snipes unless I really enjoyed the card, because honestly, everything you snipe early in the year is pretty much going to drop in price drastically. If you take a look back at this T-Mac now, I mean, you would be kicking yourself if you actually kept him and he was selling for 400k back then. So definitely did end up selling him for 400k plus. And then, of course, the next snipe and the last Opal snipe in today's video of my best snipes. I had to put this in here, bro. I'm not gonna lie, one of my favorite snipes as well all year round. I actually had to scroll and I did see this card at 3 hours 59 minutes and 54 seconds, I believe. So it's pretty much the fastest I've ever seen a card in my life. And of course, it was none other than Opal Harden, and it was the art set. I forget what it's called, but it was the one where you have to lock in for, Phil Jackson, or I should say Greg Popovich. So definitely a big come up right there. 100K for Harden. He was going for like 300K at the time, so not really the craziest snipe profit wise, but something that was very rare to see on the filters were those cards. So definitely very happy I could get that right there. And to be honest, that's still one of my favorite snipes. I had to scroll over. I was on some type of enabled filter. I forget what enabled filter I was on exactly, but definitely a great snipe. And honestly, it couldn't have come at a better time, because I'm not gonna lie, I think I literally spent all my MT on packs just before I got that snipe, if I'm not mistaken. So boys, moving into now the Dark Matter snipes. Obviously, I had some memorable Dark Matter snipes. I'm not going to include the memorable ones. I'm going to include some of my best snipes. And in my opinion, this right here is where, things kind of started shifting for me, because after this snipe, I ended up having well over like 1.3 million MT. And after this day, I remember exactly when these packs came out. To be honest, these were probably the best packs to snipe with, because the Dark Matter regular filter was still a thing. There were no buy now Dark Matters at the time, I believe, and I was just going crazy on the filter. And to be honest, I made so much MT this week, or that week back then. I probably made over 2 million MT, so definitely a good weekend. And to be honest, the card I ended up getting was none other than Dark Matter Thon Maker for 100,000 MT. I don't know if you guys remember this, but it was from a video earlier this year, a TTO Snap Challenge, I believe, earlier this year that I dropped on a Friday. And to be honest, ended up getting it for 100K, sold them for over 550,000 MT. That was one of my best snipes all year round, definitely profit wise as well. So a nice little, come up of 400,000+ MT. Could not go wrong with that at all. And then of course, I ended up getting myself my favorite player, or one of my favorite players, I should say, in this game. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna just come to the conclusion that he is probably my favorite player right beside Luka. Of course, it was none other than Dark Matter Kawhi. And at the time I was trying to snipe him, I had packed him twice, sold him both times. I'm like, you know what? Let me test my luck on the filter. And I promise you, bro, I literally didn't spend more than 10 minutes on the filter. And I ended up getting myself that Dark Matter Spurs Kawhi Leonard for 100K. And at the time, he was very expensive. At the time, he's probably one of the best cards in the game, I would say. And you know what? He did end up selling for over 500,000 MT, so his price kind of correlated with how much people wanted him. And you know what? I could not complain at all. That was probably one of my best snipes as well, profit wise, right next to that Thon Maker and what we have coming up next. But to be honest, one of my favorite snipes as well, because he was one of my favorite players IRL, and the fact that I ended up getting him and being able to play with him for a few days was definitely dope, and it was a huge W. And honestly, man, it's Kawhi Leonard. Fun guy, cannot go wrong with him at all. Boys, the next snipe is actually one of my best invincible snipes. I would actually have to say that this is my first invincible snipe if you don't count Scottie Pippen, because Scottie Pippen, I mean, he was one of the cheapest invincible cards in the game at the time, and he was like 160K. So to be honest, we're not counting Scottie. This is my first real invincible snipe, if you want to say it like that. To be honest, bro, this right here probably had my best reaction. I'm not going to put my reaction. You guys probably already saw that. If you guys want to see a video with some of my best reactions from the year, again, let me know, because honestly, I don't want to deafen you guys, because this right here, when I ended up getting Paul George, I can literally vividly remember the day. I was watching some type of fight. It was some type of UFC fight going on. And to be honest, I literally was going crazy, screaming around my room when I got this. 17K for PG after trying to snipe him literally all day for a snipe challenge I was doing. And he ended up selling for 450,000+ MT. So cannot go wrong with that at all, man. 17K, first of all, for a Dark Matter is just outstanding. So I was honestly very happy with that right there. And then, of course, this right here has to be my best snipe of 2K21 in my opinion. You guys can pick what you think my best snipe is, but this right here for me was, probably the best thing that could have happened. And it was the day he came out, the day this type of card got introduced into 2K. And of course, I'm talking about GOAT cards, bro. I ended up getting myself GOAT LeBron for 100,000 MT the day he came out. And of course, I did end up selling him, because I was not going to keep him, not going to make that mistake again that I've made with cards in the past and keeping them and, waiting for their price to drop. And this card right here ended up selling for like 710,000 MT. So a huge come up on that LeBron. Could not go wrong with that. That was literally day one. First day he came out, first day GOAT cards were introduced into 2K21, and I already got my hands on it. So definitely a huge W, and probably my best snipe, I guess you could say profit wise, of the year. And boys, the last snipe to kind of, I guess finish out this video right here is probably, once again, actually this card has been my favorite for a long time, right next to Invincible Luka. I would say that my two favorite cards of my team all year round, if you guys are interested. I mean, Luka, and this card I snapped right here for 30,000 MT, a Dark Matter card that I wanted to get the day I saw he was coming out. And of course, it was none other than Kawhi Leonard, Invincible Kawhi to be exact, the Raptors Finals MVP Kawhi. So definitely one of my favorite snipes as well here. To be honest, I can literally call pretty much every snipe in this video my favorite, because at the end of the day, they all have significant meaning to them. That's why I wanted to make a video on this, kind of looking back at all my snipes of 2K21 and all my best snipes of 2K21. Obviously, 2K21 was a difficult year for sniping. I mean, it wasn't the best year for sniping, but at the end of the day, I mean, hey man, we could only look forward to the future. And to be honest, this year was still pretty good MT wise. I mean, I made a ton of MT this year, probably well over like 30, 40 million, 50 million MT in profit. So definitely a huge W on that case, but it was just much harder to get snipes this year. I know you guys felt the same way. And to be honest, I look forward to next year to see how sniping in the game in general works. So yeah, it's pretty much gonna do it for today's video, boys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Kind of a quick recap of 2K21 and 2K21 sniping for me and how it's been. Let me know if you guys like this type of video. Maybe we could do some other type of video like this. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Let me know as well what your favorite and your best snipe have been all year round. I would love to read some of your responses. I might even make a video on it. I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening. But yeah, leave a like, hit that subscribe button if you're new. I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. I love you. Stay safe, stay blessed. I'll see you. Peace.